This is CBS 11 News Now.
It's News Now, our digital update. I'm Russ McCaskey, and in just a few hours, nearly 3,000 homes in northwest Dallas are going to be without gas. About an hour ago, Atmos Energy began going door to door to tell residents that they're going to be out of gas for up to 3 weeks. This is all in response to a reported gas leak in the area, as well as last week's deadly house explosion. CBS 11's Brittany Jeffers joins us now live in Dallas. She has the very latest on what's going on, and they've already started that process of meeting with some of the customers there, right, Brittany?
Yeah, I checked in with Atmos crews probably about an hour ago, and they said that they were meeting with DFR cadets at that command center, and they said that they were going to be taking about an hour or so. They projected it will take that long to go throughout the different neighborhoods. This is one of them, which they will be going and knocking on the doors to let people know what their options are. Now, this is going to be about 3 weeks long, so it will take some planning. We're told the reason behind all of this, the need to replace this main, is because of rain and geological conditions, some geological shifting, we're told. It's going to impact about 3,000 homes in the area. We're told the options for people: they can stay with family or friends, they can choose to stay home, or they can receive some assistance or hotel vouchers from Atmos. As we've reported, already 300 homes have been evacuated, as well as a fire station. Many people right now just saying that they wanted some answers after that deadly explosion last week and several fires in the area. And public officials acknowledge that this is going to be disruptive for people, especially because it could last 3 weeks long. But they say that the priority here is safety. They also say that they're going to be working with DISD to see how this is going to work as far as the schools are involved. And there's a lot of moving parts in all of this. Russ.
And Brittany, I would imagine for those folks maybe who are not at home, when people come to their door, they're going to have a lot of questions. They probably have a lot of emotions. They're probably concerned. They may be a little confused about all this. Where can they go to get more information if they're not there when people go to their door to knock on it?
That's right, Russ. There are a lot of questions right now. So many people want to know what happens next, what the timeline is like. Is there going to be reimbursement? Where can they stay? For those people that have immediate questions, I'm told that they're supposed to go to that command center. That's being set up along Webb Chapel right now. So if you have immediate questions, we were just down there. There's a lot of people there right now where Atmos is fielding questions. If right now doesn't work for you, if you have to go to work, we are told that at 4 o'clock this afternoon, the Bachman Lake Recreation Center as well as Walnut Hill Recreation Center will be open. There will be Atmos and city crews available to talk to you then if you have some questions. Certainly, it is evolving, and so people will continue to have questions as all of this progresses, but that's what we're told as of now. Russ.
Yeah, certainly a very fluid situation. All right, Brittany, thank you so much. All right, here's another quick look at the affected area. Stretches from Walnut Hill to Northwest Highway, from Webb Chapel to Lakemont. That's the area where they're going to be shutting off the gas. Meantime, family and friends are going to be able to pay their respects to the 12-year-old girl who died in last week's house explosion. Funeral services for Linda Rogers are set for today. The Dallas County Medical Examiner's Office says that Rogers died of blast injuries when her home exploded last Friday. The NTSB is investigating that deadly explosion, and that may go on for some time, but that's the very latest there. Now, I want to turn your attention to the weather. A lot of rain yesterday, particularly overnight, and that's led to some water rescues this morning. A lot of problems out there.
Yeah, it was just incredible amounts of rain. And what has just been so fascinating is that we were so dry for so long. In the past couple of weeks, we've gotten more rain than we did in the previous 2 or 3 months combined. So it's just been a very wet time period here for us. And as we take a look at the radar right now, as we are live just after 9 a.m., things are quiet, so we don't have any rain showing up anymore in North Texas. It will stay dry the rest of the day. It is cloudy, but we're not expecting rain. Yesterday, at DFW, 4.72 inches of rain. That is the biggest single-day rainfall at DFW in over 8 years. You have to go back to September 2010 when we had over 5 inches for a single day. And that obviously shattered the record for February 28th. We've never seen it rain that much on February 28th before. So that was a record. The entire month of February ended up being the wettest on record. And incredible. Again, we were so dry just a few weeks ago. And December 1st through February 28th. We call that meteorological winter. So when we say winter, it's December, January, February. It's the wettest winter on record. And you were mentioning earlier, we were talking so much about wildfires and drought, and it's all wiped away in a matter of a few days with all that rain we had the past couple of weeks, and especially last night when we had flash flooding. You mentioned a high water rescue. We had that in northwest Dallas earlier with some flooded out roadways, and there's still some general creek and river flooding that's going on here for a while. The waters will take a little time to recede. We're mostly cloudy now. I do think we'll see a few breaks in the clouds later today with highs in the mid-60s. Nice few days, no worries for any rain today, tomorrow, or Saturday. By the time we get to Sunday, we'll have another slight chance of rain.
All right, and in the meantime, for now, the rain is pushed out, right? We're done with it for today.
We're gone. The next 3 days are dry.
But we're still seeing, like we've seen a couple of water rescues just this morning. I guess some places the creeks are still rising, so there's still a certain amount of danger. Yeah,
and the Trinity River in Dallas, obviously the biggest river and the biggest concern that we would have for a major metropolitan area, will crest in moderate flood range later today. So it's not major flooding like we saw a few years ago, but moderate flooding in the Trinity, and we're seeing that a lot in pockets, a lot of creeks and rivers, looking at rivers at flood stage or a little bit above, and we'll continue to slowly recede over the next few days.
Meantime, a lot of people talking about the whole situation going on in Dallas with Atmos Energy. Janet says that she hopes Atmos takes care of those folks and does what's right. Judy talks about all the issues going on, saying that her heart goes out to all those folks affected. A lot of people are going to be dealing with a lot of troubling issues here for the next couple of weeks, and I would think that would be pretty scared almost a little bit, but you know, from what's gone on there, and hopefully they'll get that situation straightened out, and by noon, once they clear the gas lines, after that, I think people will breathe a little bit easier. But then they still have the disrupting forces there of not having heat. And you said we're probably done with the freezing cold weather, but we could still have some chilly nights.
Well, we're going to have a chilly night tonight. You know, you can only imagine if this had happened in December or January when we had those temperatures, you know, well below freezing for several days in a row. Yeah, it's going to be cold tonight in the 30s and 40s, so it's not going to be below freezing, but certainly chilly. You'd want to turn the heat on tonight and the next couple of nights, so those folks who are staying are going to have to figure that out.
All right, Jeff, thanks. Meantime, a night of partying for one New Jersey man leads to a very expensive Uber bill the morning after.
It was $1,635 and like some change.
Yeah, you heard that right. The man says that he was partying with his friends, decided to call it a night and decided to call an Uber. The only problem was the party he was at was in West Virginia, more than 300 miles away from where he lives. He admits he didn't quite remember ordering the ride, and he even had to pay more because he chose a more expensive option. He said he had no choice but to pay up. So you got to be careful when you're out there and maybe you have a one or two too many.
Yeah, you just lose track, I guess, right?
You're trying to remember where you are.
Never knew I went that far.
Maybe just sleep on someone's couch. Might be a better option. All right, that's going to do it for us right now. We're going to continue to watch the Atmos situation all day long. Jeff, of course, going to be watching the weather for us, and fortunately, we have some drier days ahead, at least for the next couple of days.
That's right.
But for the very latest, at any time of day, you can always go to our website, cbsdfw.com. Thanks for watching CBS 11, the ones for Texas. We have another Facebook Live News Now update coming up right around the noon hour. We'll see you then.